Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Searcy High School welcomes you to Lion Arena for tonight's matchup between the Valley View Lady Blazers and your Searcy Lady Lions. Will you please rise as you are able and remove your hats as we honor America with a moment of silence, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance and the performance of our national anthem. And now a moment of silence. Thank you. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And now for the introduction of tonight's starting lineups, first for the visitors from Valley View. At point guard, a 6-foot senior, number 3, Alana Orsby. At forward, a 5'10 junior, number 4, Bonnie Fagan. And in the post, a 6-foot senior, number 5, Annika Wilbanks. At guard, a 5'6 junior, number 13, Bella Seaman. At guard, a 5'5 junior, number 21, Ruby Reynolds. The head coach of the Lady Blazers is Angie Ellis, assisted by Isaiah Ritter. And now, Lion fans, get on your feet. It is time to meet the starting lineups for your Searcy Lady Lions. At guard, a 5'6 senior, number 3, Cadence Pettis. At guard, a 5'7 sophomore, number 10, Jayla Wynn. At guard, a 5'6 junior, number 20, Chip Johnson. At guard, a 5'6 freshman, number 21, Juliana Smith. And at forward, a 5'8 sophomore, number 34, Carrie Hicks. The head coach of the Lady Lions is Kim Sitzman, assisted by Hunter Sutherland.
Good evening, folks, and welcome to beautiful Lion Arena here tonight. I'm Jordan Jones, LV Wilson beside me here for color. LV, this game was supposed to take place tomorrow night, but instead got moved ahead to today due to the upcoming snow that we have coming for us tomorrow. But nonetheless, the Searcy Lady Lions taking on the Lady Blazers here tonight. Searcy, the Lady Lions coming in with 10-15 as their record, 2-8 in conference. The Lady Blazers 21-4 and 8-2 in conference. LV, this is going to be a really exciting game here tonight.
Should be, should be a great game here tonight. Two teams that their seasons aren't at the same spot, but I got a feeling it ought to be a really close game, Jordan, just by looking at both teams.
The Lady Blazers coming in with Orsby, Fagan, you have Wilbanks, Seaman, and Reynolds. The Lady Lions, you have Chip Johnson, Cadence Pettis, Carrie Hicks, Jalen Wynn, and Julian Smith. two players that are nominated for the most outstanding player in 5A were on this floor tonight, and Alana Orsby and Chip Johnson. And reminder for those who watched the game last time, Chip Johnson wasn't at Valley View whenever they played this team, so this should also be Chip's first time going against Alana Orsby as well, the star senior for this Valley View team.
Orsby with a nice jumper there to start the game, an early 2-0 lead for the Lady Blazers.
Valley View coming off a tough 38-34 victory last Friday night against West Memphis as Jalen Wynn spots up for the three, rebounded by Smith, no foul called, rebounded by Orsby, and now here's Orsby in transition. Smith from behind tried to poke the ball out, won't get anything. Orsby in the corner now, down below is number 5, Wilbanks on Hicks.
They've got Orsby listed as a guard at 6 foot, Jordan, so very good with the basketball, obviously able to score, nominated like she is. She's going to be trouble for Chip tonight. She's got about 6 inches at least on Chip.
Reynolds puts up a shot, won't fall, rebounded by Smith, and now here's Chip in transition. You have Orsby behind her, Jalen Wynn over there in the left corner. And upcoming now you have Julian Smith. Chip, she'll spot up a three. That was a long three from Chip, not used to seeing that from her, especially at the start of the game as it falls short. Now Orsby with the basketball, you have Fagan in the backcourt as well, dribbling around the middle, kick it out to the wing to Seaman. Bella Seaman, a really good volleyball player for Valley View as well, as she is guarded by Johnson.
Cersei in a man-to-man. I've noticed the first couple trips down, Valley View in a zone, so it will be interesting to see if Valley View just doesn't respect the Cersei shooting.
Three is short, but it's going to be an offensive board by Fagan. Kick it down low to Seaman. Seaman looking for somebody to kick it out to. She's going to find Orsby. Orsby, she'll take a three, and Orsby misses that one. Another offensive board by Seaman. Seaman puts up a layup, and that goes in. Cersei struggling on rebounds early.
Struggling early. There is a size differential, as there always is with the Cersei Lady Lions, with Will Banks at 6 foot, and you're looking at Orsby at 6 foot. Turnover there for the Lady Lions.
You can tell, you mentioned the height differences. Orsby's going to throw it out. It'll be Cersei basketball as well. You mentioned that these teams don't have the same seasons, but you could say last year it was quite the opposite, as Cersei had the difference in the wins and losses as well as their conference, but it's going to be a good game nonetheless. Orsby, one thing you're going to have to note about Orsby, she is a shooter. She can shoot anywhere on the floor. I watched that game that Cersei went to Valley View, and she had about 3 people in her face in the corner, and she put up a shot as the shot clock went out, and she just banked it in. We've seen a couple of those this year already, LV, as Chip has the ball over there on the right side. Moving around the screen for Pettis. Chip wanted the three. She's going to kick it out to Smith. Smith, she'll put up a three herself. That won't be going in for her. Rebounded.
Cersei struggling on the boards here early.
Orsby had Seaman. She's going to kick it over to Reynolds in the right, kick it down below. That's Wilbanks. Wilbanks puts up a layup, won't go. Rebounded by Chip Johnson, and now here's Chip in transition. Cersei has to score. As Chip, she'll pull it back out. She'll take the one-on-one, makes a move on the inside, and she'll be fouled on the floor. That's going to be charged to Seaman, I believe.
Let's see who the official calls a foul on. Number 4, Fagan.
So Fagan picks up her first. She's going to stay here for Cersei, as you see Pettis taking the ball out. Hicks takes a dribble down below. Hicks is fouled, and count the bucket. Carrie Hicks goes to the line for a 3-point play opportunity early for Cersei.
Looks like Will Banks picks up the foul.
They say Will Banks has 2, but
I sure thought he signaled forward, didn't he? Nice job by Carrie Hicks. Picks up the old-fashioned 3-pointer.
Cersei, you're going to see a full-court press now. Orsby in the backcourt, guarded by Pettis. She pulls out in the backcourt. You have Seaman over there on the right, moving across. Wilbanks coming up and takes the ball as Orsby moves down to the left. Seaman kick it over to the right side to Reynolds. So Orsby spot up in the mid-range. They're going to call a walk as Reynolds had the basketball. So it'll be Cersei basketball once again. Checking into the game, you have number 22 for the Lady Blazers, Brianna Huff, checking in for the first time.
Struggling getting all the stats on the scoreboard tonight, so
it's poked out of bounds. It's going to stay here. Until Smith was trying to get it over to Chip as fast as she could there. Johnson likes the mid-range, kick it down below to Pettis. Pettis lost the basketball, recovered. Smith wide open for three.
Get 3 seconds in the lane.
3 seconds in the lane is called by the officials, so it'll be turnover on Searcy. So they trail by 1. 4-3 here early, 3:50 remaining here in the quarter. A fast first quarter.
Very fast first quarter.
Lost the ball. Wilbanks has it. Orsby comes up.
I think Wilbanks had a dribble. She just didn't know it.
Lost the ball.
Didn't make
10
it.
seconds.
10-second call.
Nice defense there. If Smith didn't poke the ball out, she would have got the ball in court in time. But because she did poke the ball out, she was able to drag the time down just a little bit more, and that extra second helped a lot.
I wonder at the high school level how much longer they'll keep that 10-second backcourt with the 35-second shot clock.
So Orsby guarded by Johnson. You saw some aggressive defense there from Chip. Huff down below. Huff with the mid-range. Won't go. Rebounded by Pettis.
Tough little turnaround jumper there. Not really. That's a hard shot.
So here's Johnson with the basketball now over here on the left side. Jayla Wynn in the corner. Kicks down below all alone. Spins around, kicks it out to Smith. Smith almost lost the basketball, had it tipped away by Orsby. And Orsby now in transition, 2-on-1. Seaman with the layup, and it goes up and in. Nice pass there from Alana Orsby.
Well, that sure looked like a foul. I think Coach Sisson thought so too. I'm not sure what happened there, but it looked like Smith got fouled on that turnover.
Johnson kick it over to Wynn in the corner. Wynn, two-step, just barely missed the layup. Got to have those from Jayla Wynn.
A little too far under the basket, Jayla. Nice move, but like you said, you got to have those layups.
Jayla Wynn loves that Euro step all season long. Just hasn't been able to find those tough layups underneath the basket. As you're going to see Reynolds have it now. Kick it over to Huff, who gives it to Orsby. Orsby, she'll put up a three. Just a little long there off the glass. Johnson now has it. Now 2-on-1, 3-on-1, 4-on-1, 5-on-1. Chip Johnson, she'll put up a three. She's going to call it travel.
Yeah, Chip took an extra step.
Chip tried to make that Euro step on the inside, but couldn't go on the inside. Had another man ready to cut her off right there.
Well, 6-3, a lot of action, not a lot of scoring here early, Jordan.
2 minutes remaining here in the first quarter. Slow-moving first quarter for sure.
The time has gone fast, but just hadn't put a lot of points on the board.
Huff down below in the cut. Reynolds didn't see it in time. Orsby has it now in the backcourt, guarded by Pettis. Under 10 to go on the shot clock. 5 to go. 4 to go. Kick it on the inside to Huff. What a pass. Huff with the layup. Won't go. Rebounded by Julian Smith. Nice effort there. Had to reach over a little bit to get that rebound. Chip has it now. Wynn in the left corner. Chip pulls back out for a second. Hicks in the corner for three. Won't go. Just a little short. Poked out of bounds by Valley View. It's going to stay here for Searcy.
Kind of can see Valley View, their offense is really centered around Orangeburg, you can tell. There's not a whole lot of movement to their offense, so Searcy with an opportunity here in this ball game. Jump ball. Just lucky to call a jump that really wasn't a jump, and Carey rolled over. It could have been a travel, so.
Chip gives it to Carey, and Chip gets it back in the corner as well. Pettis down below. What a pass from Chip. Pettis with the layup, and that's too easy for Cadence Pettis down below on the block. And what a pass there from Chip. You got to be careful with your passes, though, as well, because you saw in the first moments of the game, Orsby poked the ball out because of how short the pass was, and she has some length for sure, so you have to make sure you're on top of your game there whenever you pass the ball like that across the middle. So Orsby double teamed.
I would double team her all over the floor.
And Orsby makes a tough pass down below. What a pass from Orsby as Fagan picks up the shot.
Still, I think with Orsby being the centerpiece of this offense, I would put a ton of pressure on her all night. Kind of the same way that most teams do with Chip. Make her have to pass the ball and see if you can make a different offensive player by Valley View beat you in this ball game.
Cadence's shot is blocked down below. The players were scrambling to try to get the ball back. Would love, like you said, LV, kind of see maybe a Nettleton kind of look, just maybe forcing the double team a little bit and poking out instead. So Cadence on the layup, or the floater, sorry, is going to be fouled. They charge it to Huff. So Huff picks up her first as Cadence will go to the line to shoot for Cersei. She misses the first.
Once again, Jordan, we've talked about it all season. But you got a team that's struggling. You've got to be able to make those free shots.
Cadence misses both. Huff on the rebound. Valley View. Orsby under 10 to go. They hold for the last shot. Orsby guarded by Johnson. Orsby rolls around the screen from Huff. Orsby pull out, step back three, won't go. Rebounded, and no time. That's going to do it for the first quarter, as Valley View got the offensive board there. But after the first, Valley View leads against the Cersei Lady Lions 8-5. Let's send it over to Samuel Stubbs for his report after the first quarter. Go ahead, Samuel.
Hey guys, I'm sure y'all mentioned this in the open, but this game is being played 24 hours before it was supposed to be. Don't underestimate the impact that's going to have on these teams on the floor and the boys teams playing later. Maybe you miss out on a practice. Maybe you miss out on 24 extra hours to prepare physically, mentally, emotionally for a basketball game. We've seen a sloppy game. The score is 8-5. We've seen a lot of turnovers. I'm not saying that's a direct product of this game being moved up a day, but that's certainly something to think about as this game continues. LV?
Thank you, Samuel. And yes, this hasn't been a cleanly played game, Jordan, and it does make a little difference. I mean, you're getting towards the end of the year, so obviously tournament time's getting ready, but still, their whole schedule's thrown off. It can definitely make a difference.
You can tell, like you said, high intensity defense on both sides of the floor. Just not a lot of points being put up, and Orsby revolving around a lot of this offense. A lot of the same players are here from last year, just Orsby added on to that. We saw Huff starting as well whenever Orsby wasn't. Not sure where she transferred from, but she is a star senior, and she's a really big impact for this team.
You know, there's a lot of high schools around there, like we've talked about, in that Jonesboro area. So I don't know if she came from one of those other schools. You got Jonesboro, Nettleton, and West Side. And Brooklyn up there on the, so on the north side of town. So there's a lot of schools in that area she could have came from, but she's definitely transitioned over to be a star on this Valley View team.
Orsby putting up about 20 last time these two teams played at Valley View. So Orsby's calling for the screen, calling for her to get the ball as Fagan's staying in the game along with Huff, Seaman, and Reynolds as well. Valley View looking for somebody to pass it to. Huff with the basketball as well. Reynolds kicking it over to Seaman, guarded by Johnson over there in the right corner. 2 more seconds. The ref.
Well, she picked up her dribble, so she got a new 5. Gonna have to take a long 3 here.
Orsby long 3 won't go. Rebounded by Smith. That's about the 3rd time they let the shot clock drain before they put up a shot, LB.
Nice job of the Cersei defense. So that was Cersei defensive pressure caused that. Orsby with those long arms, get those hands in that passing lane.
Cadence tried to get it to Hicks down below, struggled for it.
Jump ball.
Jump ball, so it's going to be Valley View basketball this time, I believe. No, it's going to stay here. So we have Chip to take the ball out now.
Chip's triggered their inbounds the majority of the season. Got a foul call?
No, they called a walk on Chip in the corner as soon as she got the ball back. Tried to take that extra step, I see. So Cersei down 3, 8-5, low scoring game, but you can tell Valley View's games have become a lot more intense. So the recent games have been low scoring as well. 38-34 win against West Memphis. Last time they played them, they lost, and they only scored in about the 20s. So now kick it down below to Seaman to give it to Reynolds. Reynolds puts up a 3 over Smith, won't go. Rebounded by Johnson as Orsby tried to poke it out of bounds. So
I would let Valley View shoot the 3. They haven't shown yet that they're a good 3-point shooting team at all.
So Chip has it now. Kick it over to Smith over there on the left side. Smith, she'll take her chances down below, and they'll call a foul. I believe that'll be on Huff again. She went over her, I believe. They will call it to Huff. So Huff picks up 2. Had one late there in the first and picks up a quick one at the start of the second. Smith misses the first. Smith misses both. Cersei 0 from 4 at the free throw line.
Carey made one on that and one, so 1 out of 5, but still that's not very good. Got to do better than that. Now they got the scoreboard up and running.
So Orsby in the back court rolling around as Seaman has the ball now. Fagan on the cut down below. Orsby comes back up. Orsby, she'll put up a three. Hand all up in the face. Not going to go that time. Rebounded by Seaman. She kicked it on out to Reynolds again as Orsby calling for the ball. She's going to travel down there to the left corner. Sort of a ISO type of offense to start. Kick it down below to Huff. Huff doesn't take the shot. Was all alone to put up a mid-range by Fagan. That won't go again.
Huff. Called Huff with the foul. I didn't see that.
So Huff with 3.
Huff with her 3rd foul here real quick, like you said, but Cersei got lucky there. Huff was just looked like to me hustling, picked it, and they called her with the foul.
So Huff with 3 fouls. You can tell she's really aggressive there on the rebounds and on defense in general. So that's good for Cersei for sure. As you still have Wilbanks sitting out, she was a starter. So Wynn take the basketball on the inbound down below, won't go that time. You can tell she's trying to get these fouls called as well early. So Orsby now guarded by Johnson. So Chip will pick up her first. Aggressive defense there. You got to play in the face of Orsby. She has such long arms. You can tell she already tried to shoot the ball over multiple people twice and just didn't go that time. And I saw it in Valley View as well. She can definitely knock those shots down. So good on Chip's part.
I don't think Cersei picked up a foul the first quarter, did they? Did I miss something?
I didn't have them down with 1, but now they have 2 quick fouls. So this time it is on Jayla Wynn. So Wynn picks up her first. So at the line to shoot 2 for Valley View, we have Rutherford. As Rutherford makes the first.
Free throw by Rutherford, she makes them both.
So Rutherford in the game and makes both the free throws. And now Valley View seems like a full court press as well. Johnson kick it over to the right side to Carey Hicks. Hicks kick it out to Smith. Smith wide open from 3, just didn't get it that time.
Another jump. Pretty quick.
Nice job there from Cadence Pettis. Poked the ball out, but it hit the player right before it went out of bounds once again. So it'll be Cersei basketball into the basket.
10-5. Blazers doubled up our lady line. Smith with the 3.
Smith misses that one. Smith, you can tell she's trying to get her 3-point shot active as well for Cersei. As Orsby now all alone. Kick it down below. Easy layup goes up and in for Fagan for Valley View.
I'm not sure if she meant to do that or if it just happened that way. Looked like she may have been losing the basketball. Fagan was at the right place at the right time.
So they're going to call a blocking foul down below as Wynn tried to drive inside. Will they call it on Rutherford? I believe they will, and that'll be her first.
Third team foul.
Wynn rolls in and out.
Cersei struggling. 1 out of 6 from the free throw. 1 out of 6 from the free throw line here early.
But Jayla Wynn makes her second. Wynn struggling all season long on her free throws as well. So nice to see her knock down that one as well. So Seaman in the backcourt. Chip coming up for pressure. And she kicks it out to Reynolds. Reynolds with the layup won't go. Rebounded by Pettis. Pettis give it to Johnson. Johnson spins around on Orsby. And now in transition, now makes a move on the right side. Will they? She will go to the line to shoot 2. Wanted that and 1 there.
Couldn't get it to go, but nice job by Chip. Her first opportunity to score in the ball game tonight. Been quiet here early.
So Bella Seaman picks up her first foul. 4th team foul for Valley View. And Chip is at the line to shoot 2 for Cersei as she makes the first.
Going to need Chip to put in about 20 or so tonight to give these lady lines an opportunity. So there's the first one.
And you can tell that the difference this makes with Chip actually playing this time against this team as well.
I'd press them all over the floor.
Orsby stop and pop from mid-range, and she knocks down 2 more.
Can't defend that. She's taller and just with a high archer jump shot, if it goes, there's nothing you can do.
So Chip now over here on the left wing. Hicks sets a screen. She won't take it on the inside. She'll kick it out to Jayla Wynn instead. Makes Orsby jump 2 steps. They're going to call a travel. I don't know. That step, I don't know if she got tripped up or what.
Either a foul, I just look like a foul. Somebody fouled, but the official called a travel.
So Seaman in the backcourt once again taking the dribbles.
Jump ball, good job by the Searcy Lady Lions.
Seems like Searcy's doing everything right on defense. You just got to put up some points on the offensive side of things.
8 points with played 12 minutes and scored 8. It's not going to win you a ball game, but just got to make a couple shots. Things can go. You're still in it. I mean, this is a great opportunity here for the Searcy Lady Lions. Just make a couple shots. All you got to do. You can go in at half leading this ball game if you make a couple shots.
So Chip will take the screen from Pettis and roll around on the left side, stop and pop for 2. Chip just doesn't go. Searcy barely missing these jumpers. Ball free in the backcourt. Zakaya Tripp checks into the game and gets the ball. Chip, she'll take the layup. Chip Johnson with 2 more.
Nice job by Tripp being able to come up with that loose ball and see Chip, feed Chip, and opportunity to make that layup.
Did they call a timeout? I think they did. They're going to call Valley View.
Calls a timeout.
Valley View calls a timeout as they lead by 4, 10-4, 3:17 remaining here in the first half. Chip on the defensive side of things has been a dog all game long. You can tell that as well as they're putting cadence on her at first on Alana Orsby in the backcourt, but as soon as she crosses the court, it seems like Chip's going to be the main focus.
Searcy, make a couple of baskets, get a little bit of confidence in yourself. Your defense is really playing well. Don't let Orsby beat you. Make every other player on that floor besides Orsby take a shot, and you've got an opportunity to win this ball game here tonight if you're the Searcy Lady Lions.
And the shots they've made as well have came off the passes. They're really great quick passes down below whenever they are open from Alana Orsby as well. So
if you look at the schedule here on out for these Searcy Lady Lions, they have an opportunity to win the next 4 games. You win the next 4, you're sitting with 2 wins now. You win the next 4, depending on what happens with everybody else in the conference on the ladies' side. You give yourself an opportunity still to make the state tournament. That's not a, there is a possibility, but you've got to start here tonight. You've got to come away with a victory.
You have
here
to
tonight.
win. Just battling for that 4th spot right now. So Chip will take the screen once again from Pettis. You have Zakaya Tripp rolling around on the right wing as well. Kick it down below. Chip tried to find Carrie Hicks. It was poked away. So a jump ball is going to be called, and this time it's going to go in the way of Valley View.
Been a lot of jump balls here early in this ball game. Searcy with the man-to-man pressure all over the floor. Obviously, I think Coach Sitzman saw that Valley View was not really good with the basketball other than Orsby.
So the layup's up and in for Rutherford. The pass down below. You also have Butler checking into the game as well for the first time for Valley View. So Zakaya Tripp with the basketball. She'll take the foul as she drives inside trying to lay the ball up. We'll see what they charge it to.
So that's Fagan's first. Will Banks has 2.
I have Fagan down for.
Yeah, we had Fagan for the very first foul, but I guess they called it on Will Banks.
So Tripp misses the first free throw. You're going to see Jayla Wynn check back into the game as well. Carrie Hicks will take a break. So I try to see, maybe see Jayla and Cadence try to post up down below this time. As Nelson is still out for the season with that rib injury for Searcy. So Will Banks makes sure she inbounded the ball. Stolen away, the Chip step out. So Chip had it and stepped out of bounds, I believe.
Just out of bounds, yes. No foul or anything.
So Seaman now over here on the left side, going to kick it out to Fagan. Butler up top in the backcourt. Orsby's going to be guarded by Zakaya Tripp.
Tripp all over. She won't let her get the basketball anywhere.
Jayla Wynn got a hand on it and it's stolen away by Cersei. Jayla Wynn will take the layup, missed it, but it's hit out of bounds by Orsby. Might have to pass that one, their chip over there on the left side. They know Jayla Wynn's going to drive in every time with their head down, just try to lay the ball up. Cersei running their stack formation.
Pettis taking the ball out this time, not Chip, so.
So Chip now.
Valley View in that zone. They played all night. I'm surprised I hadn't seen Chip take a few more three-pointers.
Three-point shot. Jayla Wynn missed it. A foul's going to be called. Was that on Wynn?
Yes.
No, they're going to charge it. So off-ball foul on Tripp.
Interesting. The third Lady Lion foul of the ball game.
5 team fouls, though, on Valley View, so Cersei might try to drive in a little bit more as Seaman misses the mid-range, rebounded by Julian Smith.
Not a good, this Valley View team has not shot the ball well this first half. Chip thought about it.
Just trying to pass the ball across of Orsby, and now Orsby in transition, stolen away by Johnson, but she stepped out of bounds once again. Chip, amazing defense all game long here so far for Cersei.
I'm not sure Chip stepped out of bounds. It was called, but that was great defense as Orsby, with the steal, looked like she was going to go for a layup. Not a lot of movement by Valley View, even on their inbounds, Jordan. Their offense is one that
play was designed
kind of looks for Orsby. Yes, everything centers around Orsby.
So Seaman now on the left side. Orsby rolling around. Ooh, Chip hits the floor hard. She's slow to get up as well. Orsby now. Chip's limping. Orsby, she'll put up 3. Won't go. Offensive board by Valley View. And Pettis is called with the foul. And I don't know about that one. That looked like all ball to me.
She came over the top. When you come over like that and come down, even if you don't foul, you're probably going to get called for a foul. 4 fouls on the Lady Lions. Cadence picks up her first.
Chip's holding her leg. I hope she's okay as Seaman knockdowns the first. Carrie Hicks checking back in. Chip's going to take a break.
Seaman's with 5.
She knocks down both for Valley View. And with Chip out of the game, they're going to take their opportunity now to full court press. Pettis has it. Carrie Hicks. Jayla Wynn all alone on the right side. They're going to call a charge. So Jayla Wynn with 2 fouls now.
Seemed like the last couple of minutes, the whistles have not gone the Cersei Lady Lions' way. Went from no fouls to 5 fouls pretty quick. Need to really get a stop right here. You don't want to give up an easy basket or some sort of a three-pointer here with just a few seconds remaining in this first half.
So offensive foul is going to be called. So Seaman picks up her second with the push.
Offensive foul, so no free throws. 28 seconds remaining. Then the inbound pass stolen. And got to get a jump ball. Cersei's basketball.
Nice job from Zakiya Tripp making sure that she gets the ball off of the loose ball. So Orsby had it, and she almost looked like she was able to come away with it too.
And another steal. Can't do that. Just can't do that. Back-to-back turnovers off of inbounds in the backcourt. And another steal.
Orsby puts up a 3 in the corner all alone. It's not going to go.
That was a tough shot. I'm glad that one didn't go down. That would have been devastating for the Cersei Lions. Well, we're at the half.
So at the half, Valley View leads 20-11. you can tell the impact there as Chip got took out the game. Valley View, Cersei really doesn't have a good of a elusive point guard like that, so to get them the ball. So that's going to do it for the first half, 20-11. Let's send it over to Samuel Stubbs, who has Coach Sitzman with us. Go ahead, Samuel.
Coach, both teams a little sluggish to start this game on the offensive end. Do you think this game being moved up and kind of the weird schedule and everything this week has had any effect on that?
Yeah, anytime you have to get out of your routine, it kind of throws you off a little bit. But I think we're playing hard and playing well. We just need to finish layups and free throws.
Speaking of that, what are you going to do on the offensive end to get into a better rhythm in the second half?
I think we're making all the right reads. Probably a little more under control when we're driving, make the fouls more obvious to make them blow the whistle.
Thanks, Coach. Good luck. Jordan.
Thank you, Samuel, and you're right. You're doing all the right things. You're making the right reads. You just got to find the right shots. So that's going to do it for the first half. 10-minute break. We'll have your second half action coming up. You're watching Cersei Lady Lion basketball here on Lion TV. Welcome back to Lion TV here in Lion Arena. I'm Jordan Jones, LV Wilson joining me once again beside me for color. LV, if there's ever been a more winnable game, it has definitely felt like this game is the one for Searcy.
Absolutely, but you look up there and you felt like you had that opportunity. I think it was 14-10 at one time that you really felt like you had a chance, and then Chip kind of goes down hard, and next thing you know, they get a couple of turnovers, and you're down 9 at the half, and you've only scored 11. First, you got to score more. Your defense is playing well, but you got to score more. Just got to figure out a way to get back in this ball game, but you've got the opportunity right here, Jordan.
Definitely have the opportunity. So back in the half, you have Pettis, Johnson, Hicks, Wynn, and Smith. You have Seaman, you have Fagan, you have Orsby, Wilbanks, and Reynolds as well for Valley View.
Nice defense there by Kerry Hicks.
So layup's no good. So 20-11, Chip Johnson has the ball. Searcy needed to climb back, made some shots on the offensive side of things. Julian Smith will start with a layup attempt. That is blocked and rebounded as well. Wynn tried to reach over Orsby. That's going to be a tough task to try to reach over anybody with the size of Orsby there as she kicks it to the left corner. Seaman fakes the shot and takes a mid-range. That won't go. Over the back a little bit, not called. Rebounded by Pettis, and now Chip Johnson once again with the ball.
Need Chip to score some points. Chip with 4 the first half. There you go, Chip. Didn't go, but take you some shots. See if you can get a couple to go down.
So Orsby guarded by Johnson. Haven't seen this all game yet. I really want to see this matchup here, see how Chip's defense fares against Alana Orsby's offense. So
had her early. I think the first trip down, Chip was defensively on Orsby, but a majority of the time it was Cadence Pettis or then later on Zakai Tripp. So pressure in the backcourt by the Lady Blazers.
So Chip gets it across court to Carrie Hicks. Hicks looked to get it across. Did she not walk? I thought she walked there, but Wynn was the intended target on the layup there, Carrie Hicks.
Carrie probably should have took another step there and see if she could have took the layup or maybe drop off a bounce pass.
Call it travel on Wilbanks, who had the basketball. Try to kick it out to the wing, so turnover once again on Valley View.
Been a herky-jerky game. Not a lot of, on either side, a lot of jump balls, a lot of unforced errors. And another turnover.
So a turnover once again, and Orsby is all alone this time on the layup. That's too easy. So just fell apart that time because Chip had to give the ball up and she didn't have it. Once again, a turnover. Now Seaman has it. Kick it over in the middle to Fagan. Fagan to Seaman. Seaman hesitates on the 3. Did she walk? She walked again.
Like I said, just a lot of mistakes on both sides. Trip back in. Smith sits down. A little bit of a disconnect on some of the players on both teams, it seems like. A little uninterested in even being at the gym tonight. Lucky they didn't get a travel there.
Going to call a block on the floor. Let's see what they charge it to. Is that 4 or 5?
I think it's 5.
So Wilbanks picks up her second. It's Pettis out to inbound for Searcy. Give it over to Chip. Chip in the corner now. Takes the floater. Just rolls around the rim and not going to go once again. Orsby has it. Jump ball called. So it'll stay Valley View's possession. So Orsby was trapped down below.
That'll be Searcy's basketball.
Oh, it's going to come this way. I thought I saw him signal. Is that what they're probably talking about?
Did they change it at the table? It will be Searcy's basketball.
So Tripp, she'll take a jumper, won't go. Carrie Hicks tried to get the rebound, but Orsby poked it out and came up with the rebound herself. Kick it across court to Bella Seaman. Seaman over there on the left side had a corner. She wants Orsby instead. 3 shot won't go. Chip Johnson came away with the rebound. And Chip in transition. She'll take it. She'll stop and pop out instead. No, she'll take a mid-range. Johnson won't go. A little long.
Chip just hadn't been able to dial it in yet tonight. Still got plenty of time. Only 22 for Valley View. Even though Searcy's only got 11, it's not like Valley View just ran away from them.
more of a story of great defense but better offense as Orsby's rolling around there in the mid-range. Kick it down below. Did Searcy touch it? They're going to say they did.
Called it off Hicks. It was close.
Valley View's playmakers, the main reason, as long with Searcy not even being able to make the free throws as well, be a lot closer. They just got to knock down those shots. They came into the half before just not shooting some free throws, making sure they can knock some down, as Kerry Hicks is called with the foul on the reaching. So Hicks has 1.
You know, Searcy missed 3, 4, 5, 6 free throws. You make 4 of those, you know, it's a little closer.
Shot is short. That was Butler on the attempt. Out of bounds, and this time it'll be Searcy basketball. Searcy just got to run your offense. And Chip, you got to be able to get across court. That's the first thing you got to do.
Once again, I'd let Valley View shoot 3-pointers all night long. Oh, foul? Foul on Searcy?
Jalen Wynn with the foul?
They were both just going for the basketball. Didn't see that. That's Wynn's 3rd. That's going to hurt the Searcy Lady Lions. I just didn't see that foul, as it just looked like both players were going for the ball and they ran into each other.
Sucks to see Jalen Wynn, one of your main targets on offense. They're going to call Seaman with another walk. Seaman has about 4 walks in this game so far. Jalen Wynn not really active tonight. She's made the right moves and missed a couple free throws. So.
Searcy's bench not real deep, but Valley View's hadn't played a lot either. And going to get a foul.
Zakiah Tripp breaking that 3 pressure defense. Is a foul's going to be called? Is that Butler?
Reynolds, 21. 2 fouls on Valley View, 2 on Searcy.
So Wynn on the attempt, just blocked once again. Seaman now in the backcourt. Johnson chasing down. Kick it out, mid-range shot. Knocks it down that time is Fagan.
Fagan with her 6th point of the ball game.
Kerry Hicks now from the pass from Cadence.
Searcy still yet to score. 4 minutes in here to this 3rd quarter. Offense just cannot get the ball to go in the hole. Searcy with 3 field goals for the entire ball game. And there's the 3 they needed.
So Chip makes it 24-14, back to a 10-point game. 3:48 remaining here in the 3rd quarter.
Need about 2 or 3 more, though.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe I need to talk more about not making baskets.
So the pick and roll is good by Will Banks, who faded down below with the layup off of the pass from Orsby. Now Chip once again. She'll take another 3. Chip Johnson misses that one. Need the chip that we had against Marion, just chunking up those shots, and they're just going down. Ball's poked out and came away with it. Chip Johnson did, as Hicks got a hand on it.
They're going to call timeout. Been a lot of running this 3rd quarter, up and down the floor. You'll see that both teams start to be a little bit winded.
So Wynn, she'll take a shot in the corner. Ooh, just won't go barely once again. Chip, she'll take the layup. Oh, just barely missed that one. Just a little too strong. Wrong angle off the glass. So Cadence picks up her 2nd. Searcy's shots just all night long, just barely missing and barely not going in. Just the wrong angle off the glass. It's a great screen there from Zakiah Tripp as well. That's what you needed for sure, as Chip used the screen perfectly that time.
Couldn't get the ball to go down. So Wynn sits down. Smith checks back in.
So Seaman now kicking it over to Will Banks. Will Banks down below. She's going to kick it back out. So Johnson in the corner is Seaman. You have Fagan setting the screen now. Will Banks and Orsby. Cadence got a hand on it, stolen away from Cadence Pettis. And Cadence now takes a step on the inside. Are they going to call a block? They will call a block.
Have to call a block because she never touched her. That was just, you have to call a foul there if there's no contact occurring. You call down like that.
So Seaman now the main guard for this team has 3. Pettis at the line to shoot 2 for Searcy. She makes the first. Jayla Wynn. She's going to be set to get Cadence as she makes the 2nd shot.
Cadence with 3 points now. Jayla with 3 fouls. Got to be careful. Cadence makes them both.
So Wynn checking in for Pettis.
Keeping it at 10.
Got the pass across to Orsby. Orsby chip. Ooh, I think she got a hand on it, forced her to turn around and come outside instead. Orsby, a late foul. They're going to call it on Chip.
Orsby fell down more than got fouled. Crowd didn't really like that one. Starting to get a few fill in. It was a little light early, but smaller crowd starting to fill in here to Lion Arena.
So Orsby makes the first.
Orsby with 7 points, but she's not been like dominant or anything like that, that's for sure.
Now, on the outside perspective of things, she has, because she's the main reason that a lot of these people are getting the points that they are on the inside as well. So Cersei down 12. Johnson brings the ball across court. Wynn in the corner, takes a move on the inside, blocks once again. I believe it was Wilbanks again on that drive from Jalen Wynn. So Smith poked the ball out.
Tally in the ball game for the first time tonight for Valley View, number 41. 5'5" senior guard. He out of bounds off Cersei. Loose ball, just unfortunately went off Chip last.
Yeah, it was intended for Orsby. Chip tried to get a hand on it there. So rolling around. Corner was open. They're going to kick it out instead to Tally, guarded by Smith.
Cersei still in their man-to-man. Put a little pressure on Tally. She might force a turnover.
So kick it out to the wing. Three-point shot just won't go short. Rebounded by Smith. The player hit the floors. So Orsby got a hand on it. She's going to get called with a foul. So that'll be her first.
Her first, team's fifth, fourth?
Team's
fourth. So both teams with 4 fouls here this third quarter. Cersei needs a basket right here.
Wynn's three is just no good. Cherry picking down below. It's not going to be seen in time, but instead you have Tally with the basketball rolling around on the left side. Kick it to the right corner as well. Another three-point shot attempt. This time it goes in for Reynolds.
Reynolds has taken a bunch of them. That's the first one she's made, and that one hurt.
31-16, under a minute to play now in the third.
Chip with the basketball, looking to drive baseline, trying to get Hicks. Foul's going to be called on Valley View, so Hicks will go to the line to shoot 2. Foul on Orsby. She gets back-to-back fouls.
So Hicks will be at the line to shoot 2 for Cersei, 15 foul for Valley View. Makes the first. Pettis to check in for Cersei. Zakiah tripled, sit out.
That's the first point for Carrie Hicks since the first points in the ball game. She has 4.
Hicks just barely misses the second, rebounded by Orsby. Rolls around the screen now. Hicks try to force her in the baseline down below. Almost worked out. Tally with the basketball guarded by Johnson. Rolls around and kicks it over to Fagan. Fagan back out to Orsby now. Orsby sets the screen once again, and she'll take a 3. Won't go. Offensive board by Tally. She's going to kick it back out to Fagan. Offensive board struggling for Cersei tonight. Can't get it on the defensive side, and they hold for the last shot.
Shot clock is off. 14-point Blazer lead. Timeout, Valley View with 5 seconds remaining. Only the second timeout taken by the Lady Blazers tonight. Cersei's yet to call a timeout.
So Huff is going to be set to check back in for Valley View. I believe coming out of the timeout, she does have 3 fouls. So 5 seconds left. Going to probably try to draw up a quick play. Maybe Orsby an intended target, but Randall's knocking down that three. Open eyes up for Cersei just a little bit.
Yes, it did. They shot about 20 of them. That made the first one, but 31-17 stretched that lead out some more. Was 9 at the half. Now at 14. Don't need to let them score again right here at the end of the quarter if you're the Cersei Lady Lions. You're down 14 now. You've only scored 17 in the entire, 3 quarters. So they get another basket here. That's going to put a lot of pressure on your Lady Lions to basically have to score every trip down the fourth quarter. Nice job by Cadis Pettis.
Got a hand on it there. She poked it out of bounds.
Kind of knew where the ball was going to go to. You felt like on the inbounds it was going to go to Orsby no matter what.
Down below, stolen away by Wynn, and she'll just hold it for the quarter. And that's going to do it. So after 3, Valley View extends their lead. Now they lead 31-17. And we're going to send it over to Samuel Stubbs while his intake about the third quarter. Go ahead, Samuel.
Guys, it's interesting how different a deficit can feel in certain types of games. If this was a high-scoring game and Cersei's down 14, you say, okay, hey, we've been scoring all night. We can score 14 in an instant. That's not the case right now. Cersei is not averaging 6 points a quarter. They're averaging, 5.7 a quarter. That's not going to win this game, obviously. They got to find some offense. In my opinion, I think that magic number we always talk about, what can you not let the other team get to, is 35. You let Valley View get to 35, I don't think you have a chance of winning this game. They got to get stops. They got to start having some shots go in. Most importantly, got to make your free throws, Jordan.
Thank you, Samuel. You're right. Starts with the free throw. You're going, you're driving in every time. You're getting the calls that you want. Most of the time, you're just not knocking down those free throws. Would have had a much closer game if you did knock down those free throws. But, LV, you mentioned it. You got to go down the floor and make every single attempt that you have.
You had 5 points first quarter, 6 points second quarter, 4 points third quarter. I'm sorry, in ladies high school basketball nowadays, you're not going to win averaging 5 points a quarter. You're just not, So, well, I guess they had 6 that quarter. They wound up with 17. But still, you've got to be able to put the ball in the hole. Offensively, you're running your offense like Coach Sitzman said. You're just not getting the shots to fall. You've got to find a way to get some points here this fourth quarter.
A great defensive team going against a better offensive team. That's been the story here tonight. So
defense cannot say anything negative about the defense for these Lady Lions. Just offensively have not been able to score.
So Orsby was trapped. Wynn got a hand on it, but they came back away with it. So Reynolds with the ball up top, guarded by Smith. Smith's played aggressive defense all night as well. She's going to take a double dribble tally. The senior checking in. I believe she stayed in the game. So Pettis to take the ball out, and Johnson to get this quarter started for Cersei.
Cersei Lady Lions with their starting lineup in the ball game, and there's Smith with 2. There's a start. That's what you got to have. Smith's first points of the ball game. Nice job by Pettis. Then she picks up the foul right at the very end. Nice job trying for the steal.
So Pettis picks up her third. Very last second there. So Fagan has it now. You have Wilbanks down below, posted up on Carrie Hicks as Johnson, guarded by Tillo. He's got a hand on him. Should be called with the foul. No jump ball.
Jump ball. Cersei's basketball. All right, 2 trips, 2 turnovers. So
Seaman checking back in. Tally will take a break.
Seaman checked back in with 3 fouls. Tally was just in to give her a break about the last minute of that third quarter, first minute of this fourth quarter. See if Cersei can get it back-to-back baskets here, get something going. Chip with the ball now, changed her offense a little bit. Chip with running high post turnover lines.
So Seaman got it back in the backcourt. It's Orsby. She's all alone down below, and she'll take the left-handed layup. Wanted to get a chip in the middle to try to set the offense, maybe find a corner or two, but just had it poked out that time. It was a great pass from Pettis as well.
trying to run a little different offense. So now back to Chip at guard again, point guard. Hicks was open down low.
Tough layup that time from Jalen when she finds it. She's able to make those moves all night long, just finds it that time. So Valley View, they're going to call a timeout early in this fourth quarter.
6:19 remaining. 33-21. So Lady Lions with a couple baskets here early. Gotta help their confidence a little bit anyway, Jordan.
She said it is a start. Now they're just slowly starting to find their offense, and now the shot is fell down. Jalen Wynn in that corner, she's going to be a threat. She's able to make those moves, but maybe now since she's found the layup, maybe you can take a couple more. It might be time to find a couple more for Jalen Wynn. Got to get Julian Smith in the game as well. She's got the ball a lot. She's made the right moves. She had that layup down there a couple moments ago as well. So
just find somebody with the spark. It doesn't matter who's shooting the basketball right now. Just somebody to make a basket. Maybe you can, like I said, get a couple turnovers here, which you've been able to do early. But claw back into this ball game. So
you have to. Chip went to the middle there, maybe try to draw Orsby a little bit to see if she can try to guard her, because Chip knows this team. Orsby was added onto this team this year. Last year, Chip was able to control the floor however she wanted to. She drew the best player out, and she let everybody else around her score whenever we had McCain and whenever we had Roberts as well. So you don't have that height as well this year, and you can tell what Orsby has done with her length as well, and how that has affected the team and how that has affected this game as well. So,
but if you're the Searcy Lady Lions, you've dealt with the height struggle every game. You're used to that. That's not something that's brand new. All of a sudden, the other team's taller than you. That's every ball game. So you just don't get a lot of them where the tallest player on the floor is also playing point guard. Cadence all over Orsby.
Orsby will fade around.
Tough shot.
What a shot. What a fadeaway there.
She shot that from behind the basket. That was a big basket for Orsby. It was good defense by Searcy and just able to get the ball to go down.
Cadence will kick it to the corner for Smith. Three won't go. Rebounded by Pettis. Pettis has it now. She'll take a layup. Rolls around, won't go. Power dribble. Cadence count the basket once again. Cadence Pettis being tough down below.
Nice job by Pettis fighting hard. Get the basket to go. Get the free throw here.
Put a little more sauce on it that time and was able to find it off the glass. 23-35. Cadence at the line. Make it a three-point opportunity for herself.
I missed the foul call there. Who called the foul on?
She'll find the free throw.
It's with 5 points. Back to an 11-point game. Nice steal by Chip. You know where they're going with the ball.
Smith left side, won't go. Rebounded by Orsby. Chip had a hand on it. Orsby fell. Seaman came away with it. Little 3-on-2 action. Seaman picked up her dribble, rolls around now. We'll kick it up top to Fagan to slow it down a little bit.
That's one thing Valley View will do is pick up their dribble. So if you can force that, you can maybe get a few turnovers. They're not real comfortable with dribbling with a lot of traffic.
So Butler back in the game as well. Seaman down below, kick it to Fagan. Fagan on the left.
Is it going to count? Is he going to count it?
I don't know if
he didn't. He hasn't signaled yet.
Hicks.
No. Got lucky there with the quick whistle and didn't count the basket. That could have easily been an and one, Jordan.
Oh, yeah.
About a half a second later on the whistle, and she'd be at the free throw line.
Cadence tried to get a hand on it. Was it blocked? Ooh, I thought it was blocked by Wynn. Wynn's going to get called with the foul. No, they're going to charge it to Pettis.
Pettis picks up her 4.
Pettis with 4. If anything, I thought it would have been called on Jalen.
Tough foul on Cadence. As
Wilbanks finds the first free throw.
Wilbanks got 3 points. I've got Cadence with 4, 6, 8, 9 points. She makes them both. 37-24, still a 13-point ball game.
So here's Chip to Smith. Smith, another three. Julian Smith, she got it that time.
There you go. Nice shot by Smith. She can make those. She struggled in this ball game. Foul.
Block on Wynn. And now Wynn with 4. Ooh, that's just tough if you're Cersei.
Yeah, just hasn't, at really inopportune times, the whistle has not been kind to the Cersei Lady Lions.
So Seaman fakes the 3. She'll kick it back out to Fagan. Fagan kicking it down below to Wilbanks. Wilbanks, and she'll be fouled. That was Julian Smith that time. She tried to come around and try to maybe get a hand on the ball.
That was a foul. It's her first, but that's 5 team fouls on the Cersei Lady Lions with 4 minutes remaining. So, got a feeling the Valley View Lady Blazers will be shooting quite a few free throws here the last 4 minutes. With the 38-27 lead, Samuel, I think Sam's magic number was what, 34? 35,
yeah.
Something like that. They're sitting at 39 now, so according to Sam's math, Cersei may be in trouble. Turnover by the Lady Lions, didn't get a shot up. That doesn't help.
Orsby now off the handoff, and she'll be fouled.
Foul's going to be on Chip Johnson. Chip picks up her 3rd.
She finds both. 41-27.
41-27.
So Johnson now with the basketball for Cersei. Chip only has 7 points in the ball game. LB mentioned she probably needed about 20. Just wasn't able to get it done here tonight.
No.
As Wynn rolling around now from the corner, lost the ball and tripped up as well.
Just struggled from, hadn't been able to get a shot up, and now Cersei not back defensively, and Coach Sisman calls the timeout. 16-point lead for the Lady Blazers as the Lady Lions struggle to get back down after that turnover, Jordan. I think more than anything else for Coach Sisman. Maybe a little disappointed in the effort right there. Call them over, get the timeout, catch your breath a little bit.
It's been this pace all game long, and Cersei, whenever they get the ball, they know they have to push it now in this 4th quarter, so they might be a little winded as well. So
just can't have those turnovers and not even give yourself an opportunity to shoot. So 3:22 remaining. Every trip down, you're going to have to score from here on out. Every trip down. So as you can see, some of the fans in the stands waving to the camera. Only one more home game, Jordan, after this. Next Tuesday night, the
senior night against West Memphis. West
Memphis Devils come to town. Team that both the Lions and Lady Lions can compete with. Not your normal West Memphis juggernauts that I've seen in the past. I've seen teams that Cersei couldn't compete with against West Memphis, but they can this year. Chip will let it roll.
So Chip now for Cersei, rolling around the left side. She'll give it to Smith now up top.
Chip, I should have took the 3. She had the spot up shot, didn't take it. Too much time, Jordan, wasting too much time. 13 on the shot clock. Pettis with the layup.
And that's the type of conversions you need to make early in the ball game as well. So good job finding a basket. Just took a little too much time off the clock.
A little too long. Yeah, Cadence leads all scorers for Cersei tonight with 9.
So count the basket and 1. Wilbanks on carry. Hicks. So Hicks has 3.
Wilbanks, 2 points the whole ball game. Now she's got 7 this fourth quarter. So 46-29, 17-point Lady Blazer lead. Chip with the long 3. Maybe a little too little, too late. Is that how it goes?
Yeah, Cersei finding their shots throughout the fourth quarter. Probably about outscored all 3 quarters they had so far. So Orsby came away with the basketball. That's the link coming into play right there. There was no way she wasn't able to get it without. So Fagan now rolling around. You have Butler in the backcourt as well. Seaman down below with Pettis.
You know, Cersei with 15 here this fourth quarter. They only had 17 for the whole first 3 quarters. Steal by Cersei. Pettis is going to take it in for the layup.
So Pettis for 2 more. 46-34.
Minute 47 remaining. It's not over with yet. Another steal and maybe a 3.
3-point shot by Butler won't go. Offensive board by Fagan.
I'll take that quick 3. If you're Cersei, just got to get the rebound. Play good defense here. You still have the opportunity to get the ball back with a minute remaining. You can cut it into single digits.
Fagan now, Butler rolling around along with Orsby. Orsby looking to post up on Chip Johnson down below. Bella Seaman with the ball now on the left side, under 10 on the shot clock. Will Banks kick it over to Butler. Butler to Bella Seaman. Seaman lost it, came out with it. 1 second. No shot. Shot clock violation. Get it off the shot clock, went in, but that's not going to count.
Glad she didn't break the shot clock. I'll be dadgum if it didn't go in, but at least it didn't count.
Had a lot of those heartbreakers across the season.
Last couple of weeks, they've been just right at the buzzer, but luckily that one didn't count. All right, a minute left. You got to hit a 3 right here and call a timeout. Maybe I need to call a couple more then.
I like it, Ovi. Make that little potion right there. We're going to need a couple more of those. So 37-46. Cersei trails heading into the timeout with under a minute to go. 51.3 seconds remaining here in the ball game.
Chip with a couple of 3s. Juliana Smith with a 3. It's amazing when you get the shots to go how all of a sudden it changes the whole outlook of the ball game. You're not going to be able to let them run another 30 seconds off the clock right here, though, Jordan. If you don't get the steal off the inbounds, you're going to have to commit the foul. You've got 5. Good part about that is you have 5 fouls. So if you commit the foul, they are going to shoot free throws. You don't have to worry about. They've only got 1. So if you don't get the steal, commit the foul, make them beat you from the free throw line. You cut it to single digits first time in a long time. So nice little run by the Lady Lions here at the end of the game, but I hope it's just not too little, too late.
And that last defensive possession there for Cersei, they didn't put as much pressure on Orsby. They tried to cut off the man who had the ball in the corner, which is Butler. She is one of the shortest players on the court, so maybe trapping them was their intention, but she threw it up, and Orsby, her long stretch was able to get a hand on it there. So interesting to see what they're going to do this time. Are they going to cut off Orsby again? Are they going to try to force a trap? They can't force a foul because they're already in the bonus, so it's going to be interesting to see with Cersei what man they apply pressure on the most.
I would not let, Orsby's going to take it out, but I would not let her have the basketball. So they're not going to pressure Orsby as they're going to try to double team the inbounds pass. Now they got to go foul. You got to go foul. You got to go foul. Now you've let too much time go off.
They kick it to the corner and they kick it back out. Seaman now rolling around. Win. She'll get it to Orsby, and Orsby has it guarded by Johnson.
And then get an offensive foul. I'll take it. Second foul on the Blazers. Orsby's got 14 to lead all scorers. Chip with 13. Chip's going to grab this inbounds, take about 4 dribbles, and shoot a 3. Gotta shoot the basketball, guys. Gotta take a shot somehow or another. Chip's 3 is good.
Chip's basket. Man, you hate how that makes the score look a lot closer than what this game could have been. Searcy goes down in defeat 46-40.
By looking at it, like you said, Jordan, you think, well, that's a pretty good ball game. Well,
It was just the fourth quarter, man.
Yeah, it just did not give yourself. Scored 23 points the fourth quarter to wind up with 40. Did a good job, you know, defensively. Just got yourself too far behind.
Yeah, needed at least 15, probably a quarter, LV. So that's going to do it. 46-40, not quite the ball game you needed to start to try to clinch that 4th seed spot in the playoffs. Just not going to go in Searcy's way here tonight for the first game. But we do have the boys action coming up next. If you want to see a top 5A team, you're going to see the best in the conference here tonight, LV. You're going to see the boys, the Blazers, going against the Searcy Lions. So you're going to see that coming up in about 10 minutes. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. You are watching Searcy Lady Lion basketball here on Lion TV.